Hey guys, it's D-Man Swish here. Welcome to my next video game pickups video. I got quite a bit of stuff to show you guys, so let's get started with it. Alright, first thing I got to show you guys is a huge stack of games. Mostly are PS2, but a lot of them are sports games, a few good ones, and then I got a couple of GameCube games in here as well. So, and these were all $1 each. So it was a really good deal. They were clearing out a lot of their games. Most of the games were marked at $1, and I bought a bunch of them. So I was like, would you just do $1 on all of them? Because some of them weren't marked at $1, but the guy's like, sure, I'll just do $1 on each game just because you're buying so many. So each game here was $1. First up, I got NCAA Football 2005, and this game I already own, and I didn't realize it until I got home. So I'll be keeping this copy because it's a lot more better shape than mine that I own now. So I'll be keeping this one. Next up is NFL Game Day 2004. Most of these games are complete. All the PS2 games are complete. But when I get down to the GameCube games, a couple of them aren't. But the next one here is EA Sports NHL 2004. EA Sports NHL 2005. EA Sports Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2005. Tiger Woods 2006. And Tiger Woods 2007. And I have EA Sports NCAA Football 2004. EA Sports NHL 2003. NHL Hits 2002. And then I got some good games here. I'm out of the sports games now. There's a couple more PS2 games. These are good ones. Crash Bandicoot: The Wrath of Cortex. This one, it says it was $3, but I got for $1. Like I said, all the games here I got for $1. I got The Legend of Spyro: A New Beginning. Most of these game discs are in great shape. Some of them are scratched, but they all still play, so that's a good thing. Super Monkey Ball 2 for the Nintendo GameCube. And I will not be keeping this one just because it is missing the manual. And the paper insert, the artwork, it's not the real thing. It's like someone's printout copy, and they cut it out and put it in there, so it's too much of a hassle. I might as well just get a complete copy on my own somewhere else. It's too much to deal with, but I won't be keeping that one. Next is 18-Wheeler American Pro Trucker GameCube. And that one's complete. Next is Def Jam Vendetta for the GameCube. This one's also complete. And then this game right here was the deal breaker of the day. Back, it was about 3 weeks ago, I think. This game, when I first saw it, I could not believe it. And it is a GameCube game. And this was what made the deal of the day. And it's not complete. It doesn't have the manuals or artwork or anything. It's just the disc. But it was only $1. And that is Mario Party 4 for the Nintendo GameCube. And I could not believe it when I saw it. I thought it was a hoax at first because it said Mario Party 4 on the case, like someone written in Sharpie. But I opened it up and it was in there, so I was like, cool. And they did $1 on it, so all I need now is the manual and the artwork and everything, and I'll have a complete copy of Mario Party 4. Next thing here is, this was a completely different day at a different pawn shop, and I got a stack of more PS2 and GameCube games here. Alright, first one is Metal Gear Solid 2, and these are all complete. Kango, X-Men, the official game, Crash Twinsanity, Guitar Hero Smash Hits, Pirates: The Legend of the Black Cat, Enter the Matrix. This one's like brand new, by the way. It's like a really good condition, like it's only been played a couple times. NBA Jam. And then the two GameCube games I got is Donkey Konga. And this is for my... I got the bongos and stuff box. Now this is it'll be almost complete. I have the game. Now I just need the manuals. And for the bongos, if they came with any, I don't know if they did or not. But for the that's for my box set now. And this came with the English manual and the Spanish manual. So it's a really thick game. But it's yep. So that one's complete. And then another good one is Need for Speed Underground 2. And that one's a good game too. So now I have it both on GameCube and PS2. And right now I have another stack of games. This was a different pawn shop deal. And these are all PS2 games. Alright, first up is Guitar Hero 2. And I believe I paid $3 a piece for these, which is a pretty good deal considering what I have coming up here. Scalar. And this deal right here, this game right here made a really great deal out of this. I bought a total of 6 games from this place. It was Mr. Money. And this one, when I saw it, I was like, wow. And that is Final Fantasy XII, the Collector's Edition. It's the steel bookcase version. And it is in great, great condition. And it has... Hang on, let me open it up here. It has both discs and the manual. And they are in great condition. And I haven't had a collector's edition game like this yet, so this will definitely be going into the collection. It is a great, great piece. And everything works great. It's a really good game. So, and then next I got 2 copies of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I'll be selling both of these because I already have a copy of San Andreas and everything already, so both of these will be going up on eBay. One of them has the map and the manual, and the other one just has the manual. So both of them are pretty much complete. And then last from this Mr. Money deal was Castlevania Lament of Innocence. And this one is complete as well. So all those games are complete. And next I will show you a eBay deal I did. This was a really good deal. This was about a month ago. And I bought 3 Super Nintendo games from this one person on eBay. And the total came out to like $42.50, I think. And this is a really good deal. 2 games came with manuals. One of them did not. But I'll show you here in a second what they are. The first one is Donkey Kong Country 3. I didn't have this one loose yet. I have this one boxed, but not loose. So, and it's in really great condition. It's like brand new. I mean, they took very good care of it. So I was very happy when I received this in the mail. The next one is Super Mario All-Stars. And I will be switching out my copy that I have with this one because this one's in much better condition. Whoops. And it also came with the manual, which is really good. And the last one was Kirby's Dream Course. And 2 of the games came with the dust sleeves and one of them didn't, but that's alright. And this one also came with the manual booklet. So yeah, I think $42.50 was the total for those 3, which is not bad at all considering the retail prices for those games, especially with the manuals. It turned out to be a great deal. And then on a different Craigslist deal, or eBay deal, excuse me, this was like $11 and change afterwards. These were 3 Super Nintendo games. I already own 2 of them, but one of them I didn't have. I got it mainly to resell. But the first one is Donkey Kong Country. It's in pretty rough shape, but I think I can resell it. It works great and everything, so there's nothing wrong with that one. The next one is Madden 95. I already owned this one. And it's in pretty rough shape. I mean, there's stickers, residue on the back, and everything. It's in pretty rough shape, so I'll be keeping my copy because my copy is in much better condition. So, and Super WrestleMania is the last one. I didn't have this one, so this one I will be keeping. I know Madden 95 and the WrestleMania games aren't worth anything, but Donkey Kong Country made the deal, so that's why I got them. And then next I will show you a deal that I got at my local thrift store. It's Arc Thrift Store. I don't know if you've heard of it. It's like Goodwill, Salvation Army. It's in the same neighborhood. So I got 4 regular original Nintendo games here. 2 of them I already own, so I will be selling those. But the other 2 I did not have. So first we'll start off with Top Gun for the NES. And it came with the manual. So I'll be keeping the manual, just not the game. Next was Super Off-Road. And this came with the manual. Again, I'll be keeping the manual, but not the game. And then the 2 games that I will be keeping are Nintendo World Cup. This one came with the manual. So I'll be keeping that game and manual. And the last one is Ikari Warriors. And this one didn't have a manual, but it's in like really good shape. And these games were $2.50 each, I believe. And so that was a really good deal, especially when they came with the manuals. There was a couple more there that they had, but I didn't really want to get them because I already own them and they're not really worth anything. I mean, like golf and 10-yard fight and stuff. I mean, they're good games, but they're just not really worth anything, so I couldn't really do anything with them. But those ones were kind of worth it to me. So next, the same place, I got a purple Game Boy Advance SP case. I already put my Game Boy Advance SP in there. It has zipper slots. There's like 3 different slots for your console and your cords and your games and everything. It's a really nice shape. This was 99 cents. And yeah, it takes up a lot less space than the other case I had for my Game Boy Advance. So I'll be keeping that case as well. Next I got... This was off of eBay. And I could not find a regular label copy of it anywhere. This is why I bought it off eBay. And everywhere I've looked, I've always found a greatest hits copy, and I don't collect that. And so this is for the PS2, and it's the very first Midnight Club. And this one's complete. And it's in really good shape. I had it for greatest hits copy, but the games that I have greatest hits right now, I do not keep displayed out on my shelf or anything. I have them in a box in my closet. But I'm trying to get my games that I have red label, I'm trying to get them replaced with regular labels. So this was $5, I believe, after shipping, and it came right out of Denver, so it's not too far from me. So that was a really good deal. It got here in like 2 days, so I was really happy with that. Next, I have... This was a pretty good deal. This came off of eBay, and it was a pretty good deal, I guess. I was the only bid. It's a Super Nintendo console. As you can see, it's fairly yellowed, but it was really gross when I first got it. I mean, there was so much dust in it and dirt. I actually took it apart and cleaned it inside and out. And there is a few scratches on the bottom that I could not get off. But as I said, there was like Sharpie or scratches and everything. I just took a long time cleaning. I took like 2 hours just taking it apart and cleaning inside and out. But it works really good. And I do have... This was a console only, and I believe it was $19. But I am going to resell it because I have extra cords for it, and I put in 2 of my own controllers with it. So I will be selling this on eBay. It probably won't be for a while, but I will sell this one eventually on eBay with 2 controllers and the cords. So that was a pretty good deal. Next, I got off of eBay. I got 2 official Nintendo NES controllers. And then also that came with that was an RF switch for the NES and a power brick. And this, after shipping and everything, was about $21, I want to say, which is a pretty good deal considering that power bricks for the NES are like $12 or something. So I wanted to get that just because it came with the extra controllers and everything. So that'll be good for me when I need an extra set of cords and stuff for a console. Next, for a different deal off of eBay, I actually got these today in the mail, and these were $13.50 after shipping and everything, which is a really good deal. There was like 10 bids, and I was the high bid, and I got not one, not two, not three, but 4 more NES controllers, and they're all official Nintendo brand. And these were in really bad shape when I first got them, though. That's why I got them so cheap. But they all work. But these were really bad shape just because the casings were yellowed and everything. But I took controllers out of my broken controllers bin, and I switched the casings from the yellow ones to the good colored ones. You know, the ones that haven't been damaged or anything. But one of them didn't need a switching at all, so I left that one alone. But 3 of them needed it. So I switched them. I took some time today and cleaned them up and stuff. But now they work really well, and I didn't mess them up or anything. I've done that before. I haven't messed them up when I took them apart. So, yeah, they're really good shape now. But before they were just kind of bad because they were all yellowed and everything. But nothing too major. Alright, and a different eBay deal. I did a lot of eBay stuff this time. Just because I haven't been finding a whole lot of stuff around town, but I've been finding a few good things. Alright, and a different eBay deal. This was, it was $20 after shipping. This was done like 3 weeks ago, I believe. And I got 2 NES Advantage joystick controllers. And there was a third one, but it was not working, so I decided to keep it as like a display piece or something. So these 2 do work, which is a really good thing, because these are normally like 12 to $15 a piece by themselves. So I figured, 3 for 20 I thought was going to be the deal, but 2 for 20 instead is a better deal anyway, just because I know for sure that they work. But I will be selling these 2, probably with an NES set or something. I'm not sure yet, but I will be selling these 2, just because I have so many. Alright, real quick here, I'll show you this big piece here. And this was a really good deal. I've got a Guitar Hero 2 guitar controller in the box. It's not complete. It is only missing the game. Like I showed you earlier, in that stack of games I got from Mr. Money, I did get a copy of Guitar Hero 2, and it's not the not for resale copy. So it's supposed to go with this set. So I was very pleased when I found it. So now this is complete. And this was $7.50 after tax and everything. It was the next city over from me. It was at a, just a homemade, like a home-owned thrift store. So it's in really good shape. There's nothing wrong with it or anything. So I was really happy when I found it. It was one of the only game things they had at this thrift store, but I wasn't too concerned. Next, I got at my thrift store, the Arc thrift store right over by my house, I got a Wii balance board. And this was a really good deal. I think these are going like for $30 or so right now. But this was only $5 when I bought it. And it works really good. It was pretty dirty, but I had cleaned it up and everything. But it works really good, so I was really excited for getting this. And then for a different time, I went to my local game store, and this was $2, I believe. I got the Wii Fit game for it. So now I have this cool accessory for my Nintendo Wii, so my whole family can enjoy it, I guess, or just let it sit there. I don't know. But now for another deal I did on eBay. I know a lot of eBay stuff. This was a pretty good deal. This was, I think, this was about $20 after shipping and all that. I got another NES Advantage, and it is pretty yellowed, but it works really well, so I probably will be keeping this one just because of the fast reaction functionality to it. It's really good condition, besides the yellowing. And it also came with 2 more NES controllers. So total out of this entire video, I've gained 8 NES controllers. So I got 2 more NES controllers there. And then 2 blue hard cases for Nintendo games. I will be keeping both, just in case I ever get like really expensive games. I want to keep them safe. And the last thing that came with this deal is Blaster Master. And it is a little ripped and torn on the side of the label there, but I already own a copy of this, so I will be selling this game. And the one thing I was really disappointed about when I got the NES Advantage was that when I got it, the joystick was busted off completely. These people that sold it to me, when they wrapped it, they put it in a paper envelope, like in a big one, all of it together, and then they put it in a mailing box, a medium flat rate mailing box, and that's how they sent it. There was no newspaper, no bubble wrap, nothing. And I was so disappointed because I found that this joystick was busted out, and I was like, oh great, now what? So I took one of my broken ones, when I had broken Advantages. Thankfully I had a couple broken ones. I had to take this apart and I had to redo the entire joystick, but it works good now, so I am happy for that. But next time, I hope someone, if I buy from someone like that, I hope every time now that I buy off eBay that I don't get that, but just sometimes you'll just get things from people like that, and if you start collecting or you're collecting now, you'll probably experience that, or it's bad. I don't like it. But you just have to deal with it sometimes, so it's just the way it is with collecting games and buying off eBay. Some people just don't wrap their items very well, but every time I sell something, though, I make sure I wrap it really well. So, next thing I got was, this was a really good deal. I got this at a Arc thrift store the next city over from me, and this was a really good deal. And I got a Nintendo 64, and the power brick, and this is all that came with it. It is missing the jumper door there, but that's not a big deal. But it came with, it was just the console and the power brick, and this was only $4.99. It was a half off day, so I got it for $4.99. It was marked at $10, but I got it for $4.99, and it works really well. I had an extra cord and an extra controller for it, so I'm going to resell it eventually. But I already have like 4 other ones, so I mean this will just add to the pile. But these sell pretty well actually, so that's why I decided to pick it up. But yeah, I will be selling this eventually. I'm not sure when yet, because I have so many of them to sell, so that one will be a while. But next I have here, I have a couple of little things to show you. First up, I got 3 of these Mario figures. These all came from my local game store called Games Ahoy, which is a pretty cool name for a game store if you ask me. These 3 were, I think they were $4 a piece, but it was I had a birthday gift card that I used at the store, so they came with Super Mario, the Fire Mario, and this is from Series 3, and then I've got Luigi here, just a regular Luigi. He's from Series 2. So they're kind of mixed-matched, but I plan on getting all of them if I can. And then here's Yoshi, the regular Yoshi from Series 3. So these 3 guys were a pretty good deal. I thought they were pretty cool to have, so I decided to pick those guys up. Same day, at the same game store, I also got a Nintendo Power. And it's, what issue is this one? I'm not too familiar with the issues. This one's, it came out May 1989, so whatever issue number that is. I'm not familiar with these too much, but I'm trying to collect them a little bit, but I only have a couple. This one's in okay condition. It's pretty ripped, but I thought, hey, what the heck, I'll take it. I think it was $10, but it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. How could you go wrong? So I decided to pick this one up. So that one I will be keeping. It's a really cool magazine. I love going through the old magazines of Nintendo Power and stuff. They're pretty fun to read. Last thing I got at the game store was a PS1, the mini version PS1 Slim, boxed, complete. And it is a little destroyed on the outside, but yeah, everything is there. All the styrofoam, all the paperwork, all the manuals, cords, controller, console, everything's in really nice condition. The demo disc for Harry Potter is in there. I'm not going to take it apart just because you guys know what they look like, and it's just too much of a hassle right now. But yeah, it's in really good condition, and it works really well. So I'm really happy to get this in my collection. So I will be keeping this. It was 35 bucks, I believe. So not a bad deal. So complete PS1 in the box. I mean, that's really good. So next, we're almost down to the bottom here, guys. One more quick little item I got from my local ARC thrift store. Is a Super Nintendo controller, official Nintendo brand, and I will be keeping this one because I need a couple more. This was $3, which is a really good deal, considering I think they're worth like, I don't know, 10 to 15 on now. I think, at least that's what they're asking at my game store. But I mean, they are pretty expensive if you don't know where to look. So I happened to come across this one at my thrift store. So $3, you can't go wrong. Super Nintendo controllers are really good to have, especially if you need extras. I mean, if you want to look for them in thrift stores or pawn shops and stuff. Sometimes they sell them really cheap. So that's how I found that. And last but not least was a really good eBay deal. And this was $22.50 after shipping. And I don't have one boxed yet. But this is just the box, the styrofoam, and the manuals only. And it is a Super Nintendo Mini control deck box, and it is in pretty good condition. There is a little indent right there on the front of the box there, and then there's this little tear right here in the bottom corner. But other than that, it's in really good shape. There was some cobwebs in the styrofoam when I got it, so I cleaned it out and everything a little bit. But it has all the manuals in it. And it has the styrofoam, so all I have to do is, I already have the Super Nintendo Mini, so all I have to do is stick it in there, and I got a complete Super Nintendo Mini boxed. So this was $22.50, and I paid about $32 for my Mini Super Nintendo. So I got a boxed Mini Super Nintendo for around $50. And that's, if you ask me, that's a really good deal, because a lot of these boxed are going for over $100 on eBay. So that, for me, is a really good deal. So if you guys ever want to try complete something, sometimes look for just boxes only or something. You might end up getting it cheaper than what they're asking on eBay for a complete one. So that is it, guys. Thank you for watching my new game video. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Thanksgiving, and take care, guys. I'll see you later.